there. So this is a day 10, and I'm going to do a little sketch of those little purple daisy flowers that are sitting in the cup there. Maybe start with something a little bit more dominant. When I say day 10, Inktober is what I'm claiming to be doing here. You know, I'm going to use my non-dominant hand for this drawing, which means you're probably not on the best side. But I'm just going to, every so often I can lift my hand up. So I'm saying it's day 10. Now first, I'm not following the Inktober prompts, but I am doing a drawing every day and making the drawings with ink. And this is ink because it's an inky pen. Anyway, the other thing that I'm kind of wanting to confess is that it's not actually the 10th. I'm doing this on the 9th, in the evening of the 9th, because my best time seems to be in the morning. And I have a painting that's been happening for a while that I really would love to embark on fully in the morning when I'm at my best. And so instead of doing the Inktober drawing tomorrow morning, in that time, I'm going to be doing the painting, commission flower painting. What happens is every morning, you know how I have this habit stack thing. So a habit stack is like when you do one thing and then you follow it along straight away by another thing, and it becomes like an automatic, habitual kind of routine then, which is great because it's easy. It makes it easy. And if you've followed me, or if you know me or anything about me, you kind of know I like to take life easy best I can. Anyway, I think that was something that my brother Oliver said, actually. I remember years ago him saying I brought a boyfriend home and my boyfriend was an actor and he was able to do my brother's voice. And first he said that when he saw my brother come to the door, he said he thought it was exactly the same as me except a male version. And then his piece that he remembered Oliver saying was, "I take life easy." Something like that. Oliver doesn't speak like that. But my boyfriend at the time did get his voice really good. It was kind of cool. Anyway, I take life easy too. That was when I was like 20 or something. Maybe even 19. Anyway, so in the spirit of taking life easy, I've been creating routines for myself that mean that I get things accomplished without feeling like it's a huge, big deal, you know. I'm gonna get a darker purple now to carry on this. So in the morning, what I have been doing since really I think the first day of October is I get up, do yoga and meditation, and then I have my video, my iPad set up at the table, and my inks and some paper and a plan for what I'm going to do for the Inky Day video. So then I do that, and then after that I do a little bit to my flower painting commission. But the flower painting is well on its way now, and I want to give it more than just a short stint after the ink drawing. And I'm kind of aware that my best creative juice, I think, is just after the meditation and yoga, really. So I think I want to give my flower painting the best shot, and it would be delicious if I was to finish it before going to Ireland. I'm going to Ireland on Thursday. Tomorrow's Tuesday. And I have things to sort out for Ireland, like. So that'll happen Wednesday. So Tuesday really is my opportunity to get a good lot of that flower painting done. It's okay. It's not the end of the world if I don't get it done, but I think it's not a helpful thing to go into it thinking I'll get this done as though it's some sort of task, to tick a box with. I'm enjoying it, and I'm at the stage now where I'm almost ready to put oil paint on. I might actually just finish off a few more little things so that I can put away the acrylics and begin tomorrow morning using oil alone. We'll see about that now. That'll happen tonight maybe. And my daughter Hope is coming down as well this evening, which is lovely. After I'll be teaching from 6 to 7 on Zoom, and then my daughter's coming for dinner. And so when I want to have it done before that, whatever preparation I need to do. So we'll see. Otherwise, if I don't get any prep done, I'll just finish it in the morning doing the acrylic layer. I have it all ready for that to happen. And I was thinking the thing that I like is aligning my. You can probably hear the self-help speak in my words here, but aligning my actions to my values. And one of my values, big time really, and the most important one I suppose, is my family and connection both to myself and to others. And so that will take precedence, take priority over any other goals and things like that. So the creativity thing, with the commission, creativity is up there as well. That's a big one too, because it brings me home to myself and makes connection possible, with others and with myself. So that's a big one too, as is being able to be out in nature. So I might go for a walk with my daughter this evening. What was I saying there? Family would be one of my values, and connection, yeah. So my priority out tonight would be to not be preparing for the painting tomorrow, but to fully be with my lovely daughters. Erin's gone away tonight actually. She's gone to go ape with some of her friends over in Stirling direction. So she won't be there this evening, but the other two will be here. And I'm hoping the three of them will come away with me on the 21st. Down to the Boat Shore Cottage again for the weekend when I'm teaching the workshop there. And anybody interested in coming to the workshop, there's still space. I'm going to see if Lake can model for it. Lake and Alistair have written their names down there. I'm going to see if those two can model for that weekend, and then I think maybe one of my daughters will model for the final day. So that kind of gets me excited once I decide who it is that I'm going to be asking to come and sit for me. And then I'll, so that's that weekend, the 20th, 21st and 22nd. There's still space, and you'd be very welcome. So that weekend I'm renting the cottage down there by the sea, near Cockenzie, where I'm teaching, exactly across the road from it actually. And I'm going to have my daughters come down and join me for either the Sunday or the Saturday night. And with any luck we'll all head into the water. Although not if Lily's got a bit of a cold. If she's recovered from her cold, she'll probably want to come in. Because the sea is right there beside the Boat Shore Cottage. It's beautiful. I'd recommend it to anybody wanting to go to have a little break by the sea. And it's what's I going to say? It sleeps 5. No, when I say it sleeps 5, there's a double pull-out bed in the living room that, it's so phenomenal. And the other thing is that there's a few beds, and there's a double bunk bed in the bedroom. So it's single on top, double at the bottom. And yeah, so that's like, it's, I suppose when you say it sleeps 5, it does. but it's a bit tight. Like you wouldn't want, you won't be having like 5 ensuite bedrooms or anything like. But it's fantastic. I love it. There's a shower just inside the door, and everything's done really nicely. It's Hannah Bedulp, who's the owner, and she has decorated it all very beautifully. I love it. It's got a lovely feel. One of my favourite bits there is the window seat. There's a little cushioned window seat, and it just kind of want to take a book down and just sit and kind of half daydream and read and have my morning coffee or something, or a glass of wine. I don't know. Creating the whole scenario here, like. Now I'm going to change to my other hand because I don't think it's necessary the whole time to be using my non-dominant hand. This colour. It's not really. Is it the colour I want? I think I want it to be darker to represent the inside of the cup there. Have I got anything over there? There's a crayon that might work actually. Yeah, because I wanted to really let the little yellow petals that are shooting up from the centre of the daisy be fully seen. And also the brightness of the petals, I want that to be clear too. I made some plum cake for myself, and I've been listening to Desert Island Discs there. Roger Waters is the lead singer of Pink Floyd, and I've been listening to him on Desert Island Discs. So after I say goodbye to you, that's what I'm going to go back to. I'm not so keen now on this. I feel like this needs to be the tonally, I'm not so keen on the pink. I'm not sure though, maybe it's okay. It's Maisie at the door. I think I'll try and find a darker version again. Oh, she's coming in. I was going to say I just let her in, but she's helping herself. Yeah, don't think I've got anything in that bundle. So what I want is a dark red, really. Let me see what the crayons are. I could always just put in a blue over the pink there to darken it a bit more, just where it meets the petals especially, because those petals are fierce bright. These two are in shadow a bit, but still I want them to stand out more than the inside of the cup does. So I'm just using the Crayola crayons here. And I think I can use this almost like the blue can almost be like a very dark colour, the black almost here. It's a dark enough tone and it'll read, I think, as shadow. If it doesn't, I can put another colour over it to subdue it a bit more. So along with the in-person workshop that's coming up, I've also got a couple of online ones. One of them is full now, the watercolour one is full. There is a second one that I was thinking of doing again, the mixed media portraiture, but since the watercolour one is full, I'm wondering whether maybe I should just do a second watercolour online course to run along at the same time. I suppose it could be good too, because it would mean that I could maybe do a couple of more live Zooms for everybody to attend if they're all doing the same course, like, because I try and do at least one live Zoom for each 6-week each 6-week course that I do. Now really the edge of the cup is here. It's a little cup that Hope used to have when she was wee. There's a saucer to go with it. Maybe just a little bit here. Those little daisies have been thriving in that cup. I bought them in, I'd say it's at least 2 weeks ago. And they seem quite happy in that. I was going to move to another page, and then I thought I quite like having the complementary colours of the purples and blues against the oranges and yellows down there. So that's why I decided to leave it on the same page. The oranges and yellows are from the horse chestnut leaves from Inktober Day 9 maybe. No, Day 8 I think. After uploading all of the videos to YouTube, just the last few going on there today now to the Inktober playlist on my YouTube channel if you want to look at them all. I put on small, shorter versions of them on Instagram. I think I might look, just even do the other side of the cup a wee bit too. I guess it means I'm not going to go back to doing any more to this one. There's a nice little light pink. It kind of works, doesn't it? Maybe more for the slightly shaded petals than for the brightest ones. This is acrylic ink. And then I just put some green. Yeah, I guess I want a kind of a grey-green colour to describe the bottoms of the yellow bits there. Don't know if this will work now. Kind of a dark blue colour. So I want to emphasise the dark a bit more. I wasn't sure if it would work over the crayons. It's kind of working. The thing with listening to Desert Island Discs is that it kind of prompts me to go back and look at things like Live Aid, is where Pink Floyd played together for the first time in years, and I want to go and check that out on YouTube. You know, there's kind of follow-on consequences. It's like I was reading in my Atomic Habits book last night. I've been reading 9 pages every night. A friend who told me about it, a wise friend called Nick Devlin, told me about Atomic Habits in the first place, and she read it along with me every night for nine pages a night. And so I'm doing that again for myself, just rereading it, because it's a very helpful book to establish routine through ease, and it suits me to have routine and structure in my life. Anyway, I was telling you about last night, I read a bit about there are a number of kind of crossroads in the day, you know, where you can have a good day or a bad day depending on the, sounds very treacherous, but you know, depending on the decisions you make at these crossroads. And for example, you know, whether or not you choose to take that biscuit or put on your workout clothes. It's not the workout that's a big deal, it's putting on your workout clothes or something. Not that I do that. But you know, that kind of thing. So small little decisions, like, and to create the environment within which it's easy to make a good decision for yourself that'll align to your values and stuff. If you want a healthy body, you know, you want to be making decisions that will support that, but without it being a big deal. Like, I love the part about it not being a big deal. I don't know if I'm selling it very well here now, because I used to feel very annoyed with people trying to kind of create structure in my life when I used to see it as being a willpower thing, and I'd feel like I was a failure then if I couldn't do it. This doesn't feel like that. It feels like I'm just doing stuff that I enjoy doing and creating time and space for that in my life. As Chris Westfall said in his book called Easier, he said, discipline is just remembering what you really want. And that resonates with me. So it's lovely then when you have the evidence that you feel better, you do better. That makes it easier to continue staying with the thing, because it's making your life easier. It's not a burden that needs willpower to be embarked on or maintained, you know. Anything that needs willpower to be maintained, James Clear reckons that you know, we generally are on the side of the easiest, like things flow along the easiest route. It's wise to do that. So he reckons that to try and create friction between things that you don't want to include in your life. So, you know, put the biscuits on the top shelf, that kind of carry on, or maybe don't buy them in the first place, unless you love biscuits and want to have more biscuits in your life. And then to increase the friction. So to increase the friction between things you don't want to do more of, and reduce the friction between those things. So when I say friction, like, for example, when I go down in the morning to do my yoga, I'm often sidelined by Maisie wanting something to eat, and then if I go into the kitchen, I'll end up feeding her, but then kind of tidying the kitchen a bit and emptying the dishwasher, and before you know it, my morning yoga is at 12 o'clock or something. So to reduce the friction, I don't go into the kitchen. Maisie doesn't have her breakfast until after I've done my yoga and meditation, and she's happy out with that. You know, so it's that kind of idea. Got some paint on my sleeve there. So there you have it. That's where my life is going at the moment. It works for me anyway. I know sometimes I really rebel against any sort of discipline, so I kind of have to build that in as well. Like, I've written in my diary, you know, give yourself, like, just do nothing for half an hour. Nothing. Or only exactly what you want to do for half an hour. You're not allowed to do anything that's on your to-do list. And also to make sure I have an hour for my lunch and have an hour for my dinner, and that I have a little siesta on the swinging seat in the afternoon. I bet you're thinking by the time all of those things are happening, she's doing nothing. But what I'm trying to do is to get up between 6 and 7 in the morning. And you know, an awful lot can be accomplished in those early hours. So that's my that's what makes it possible then to have a fairly to have freedom to do my daydreaming and all that. Daydreaming is very important. And to that end, I've also started this morning. I started a new little habit, which is reading The Artist's Way again. One page. I read one page this morning, and I think I might read one page before I go to bed, possibly tonight. But if not, I'll just carry on reading it in the morning. And by the time I've read a few pages, I might start to kind of decide that actually I want to maybe do The Artist's Way again, the 12-week set of exercises. And that, there's a contract page where you kind of commit to doing it for yourself and looking after yourself. So if I write out that contract, then I'll be on my way. If it works out that I want to do it by the time I reach the contract page, we'll see. I've thought about having a little YouTube playlist of, oh, for fuck's sake, sorry now, for Artist's Way stuff. Maybe I'll see. Maybe I want to just do it for myself first and foremost. Yeah, so I think I'm going to stop, for goodness sake. So that's great. Now I feel like I'm ahead of the game. I've done my day 10 in October, and it means that tomorrow I can just go straight into my painting of the flowers. It would be fantastic for me if I did have that. If I had a painting that I was really happy with completed before going to Ireland. I'm also teaching in Cambridge this weekend on the Saturday and Sunday, so going to Ireland on Friday, and then Saturday and Sunday I'll be in Cambridge, and there's still space on that workshop, and we'll be painting flowers in mixed media. So if anyone's interested, get in touch with Vandy Massey Studios in Cambridge if you want to join that workshop on Saturday 14th and Sunday 15th of October. Right, so there's my attempt at those little flowers sitting in that cup. I'll show you the flowers. The flowers there. And I'll show you myself. I'm on my wheelie chair here. Hi, thanks for joining me, and I'll see you on day 11. Bye.